What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch as well as here every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, this video is going to be very speculative and really just looking off into the distance, quite far away, post airdrop. But I wanted to think about where DEC could potentially go to make it so that at certain points in time, buying packs from the main store would beat out buying packs on the secondary market. Now, will that actually happen? Will the market let it happen? Most likely not, and oftentimes it won't, but there's going to be very short arbitrage opportunities in the future because I do believe that there might be moments or pockets where it's available and people who jump on it will be able to make a quick flip or at least just, arbitrage the opportunity. So what am I getting at here? In the future, what we are being told is that packs will be offered for DEC. They're going to be offered for 4,000 DEC. Versus just being offered for 4,000 credits right now. So that is in line with the thinking that, the team wants DEC to be a stable coin that is backed by the products, meaning that essentially if you use DEC to buy certain products, specifically the packs is what they're listing right now, that they will always hold their value. So even if DEC goes below its peg, which is supposed to be 0.001, right now we're about 40% above the peg. So I shouldn't say if, but when DEC goes below its peg, then this is supposed to act as somewhat of a buffer for DEC so that it doesn't bounce too low, as many people will want to come in and arbitrage the situation, whether they are buying packs on the cheap or whether they are, as I'm talking about here, buying packs to potentially flip for essentially nothing, right? So here's where it gets interesting. And the numbers right now, let's actually go through the numbers. And essentially what we have right now is chaos packs going on the secondary market for $2.68. Now, if we want to know what the value of DEC needs to be at that point in time in order for you to get the equivalent pack, a $4 pack for $2.68, all we got to do is divide this by the 4,000 that they're going to charge, 4,000 DEC, and this gets us to 0.00067. Now, this means that we would be 33% below the peg, the intended peg, which is 0.001. And if at that point in time we did get to a place where DEC actually fell below this line, well, that makes things interesting because then you would essentially be able to go in, buy a pack, right, for $2.68 and then immediately sell it for $2.68, right? I'm talking in US dollar terms. So DEC would have to be this low. Now, do I expect DEC to go down this far below its peg? The truth is, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on how the market ends up going. And I think I honestly think it's impossible to predict. It's easy to sit here and say, oh, if DEC goes if DEC goes below its peg, all the whales are going to scoop it up and, it's going to be whatever. Yeah, sure. But, there's not unlimited money in Splinterlands. And I think we've seen that with the amount of packs and the slowing of sales for packs, the lack of sales and interest in Waka. Like, there's just so many things. And you could say what you want about Waka. You could say what you want about packs, whatever the case is. But if there was unlimited money in this ecosystem, it would have bought this stuff out right away, because if you can buy out 6 million packs, you will know, right? You will know that immediately once you do that, buy out 6 million packs or 6 point whatever million packs, you will be able to start flipping them for an immediate profit, right? The packs on the secondary market will go above $4 at that point in time. At least I believe, right? Because anybody looking to buy packs at that point would not, or anybody looking to buy packs at that point would not be able to get them through the store. And if you are selling them, you would probably set a floor price of at least, $4 and something cents so that you are walking away with some profit. So it's an interesting thing to consider, right? Because I do think that there is going to be a reckoning for the market, or I shouldn't say reckoning. That sounds really dramatic. There's going to be a rebalancing of the market as the money that's in here versus the money that's willing to come in here will find a new equilibrium. And so when looking at this, again, these numbers are so dynamic, and if this were to jump, so here's the interesting thing, right? Let's say the price of packs were to jump to $3. Well, $3 divided by 4,000 means that then we would only need to go below 25%, go below the peg by 25%. So you can start to see here where things get really interesting. Now, if pack sales just completely dry up and nobody's interested, nobody wants anything, that's something else. But I do believe that there is going to be interest for the foreseeable future, even if the player base remains small. People will want to continue buying packs, whether that's through the store or through the secondary market, because this is a great time to be leveling up your Chaos Legion deck. So again, this is all just kind of far out speculation, but I wanted to throw it on your radar and maybe start a discussion here on what this could potentially look like, right? Because as the price, so here's where it gets interesting, as the price of packs potentially go up on the secondary market, we don't need to go that far below the peg to make that arbitrage somewhat appealing, right? Even if it's just to go and cycle through packs, because essentially you're not losing any money in any value. And if anything, if you're able to do this at scale and can buy at least 100 packs, well, then all of a sudden you're getting a 10% discount. Bada bing, bada boom. Technically, DEC doesn't even need to go that far below its that far below its peg if we're accounting for the 10%, 15%, or even 20% of value. So this might be something that I'm looking at in the future if the opportunity presents itself and I have the capital available. Right now I don't, and also it's like 3 months away. But again, I'm just obsessed with this stuff. So I'm always playing around with different numbers and trying to see what it could look like and where we could potentially go from a market rebalancing standpoint. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Again, if this is too far out for you, I totally get it. But if anybody else is kind of thinking this way, I would love to hear how you are planning for this type of event. Most likely, like I said, post airdrop, right? I don't think that they're going to start anything up before the end of the airdrop. So that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.